White Snake, one of my favorites. It's been a staple in my rock and roll life, that is for sure. 95.5 KLOS. I do believe we've got David Coverdale on the hotline. Hello, hello.
Marci?
Yes.
Oh my God, there's an echo. I sound like I'm on an old Righteous Brothers record.
Everyone has an issue with this echo. I'm so sorry. Hopefully we can get that under control. I just wish we could do these interviews live, but under the circumstances, it's phone.
Oh, thank God I love the sound of my own voice.
Well, see, then we're fine.
No.
Okay, but I am so sorry. I wish I could do something right now.
It's all right, baby. Just put your glasses on. Take your glasses on and off and keep doing that. I'll be fine.
The glasses? Yeah, you got it. It is great to hear it from you. I'm glad we finally connected. If you remember, last time I saw you, it was at our old studios. You were in with Jonesy, but you said you'd like to join me on my playground, Marci's playground. Said you'd like to play on my swings. And here we are.
Oh, Marci's playground, yes. Well, darling, you could always come to my theme park, Manland.
Oh, your theme park. That's a fun one.
Well, good morning. This is my wake-up call. I just tweeted that I'll be talking to the very delicious Marci Weiser.
David, you are the best.
How's Jonesy? Is he okay?
Yeah, Jonesy, he's doing all right. I mean, it's such a strange time right now, and he has had some health issues. Hey, we miss him.
Yes, please send my huge sex snake white pistol love.
I definitely will. I will, David.
Huge love. Yeah, very unusual time now. Crazy time.
Oh my God!
We have to find humor in it. I swear to God, there's lunatics on either side of the pond calling the shots.
I know.
I don't know. I don't think they could kick a ball straight, which is never good in my book.
No.
But making this incredible pandemic a political issue is the most ridiculous and heartless thing I can imagine.
Right.
We're never going to get out of this. I'm never going to be able to do my farewell tour.
Right. I know, and I bet you're anxious. You got to be so anxious to get back out there on the road right now. And I don't know, did you hear about...
honest to God, it's picking a favorite grocery store. Whatever happened to rock and roll?
Oh, my God.
Come on, wear a mask. So
wear a mask. You know
again.
what? Hey, David, I know it's going to... If you come out with some custom white snake masks, then everybody will wear a mask. They'll actually want to.
You know, we have hundreds of thousands of people been asking for them. It's not something I think is a profit-making consideration. So I discussed with our merchandise company the idea of making a contribution to, each T-shirt or whatever sold online, would it be accompanied by a mask, and that would be a percentage given to Music Cares.
Excellent idea.
Unfortunately, the producer dropped the ball, so right now we'd look like we were chasing the donkey that got away.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, it's but really people have to do that, even if it's a pair of knickers. I can send you a meme, just something to keep yourself safe and to keep people safe from you. That we can all get back to rock and roll concerts, movies, restaurants.
Hey, I'm willing to donate my thongs, whatever it takes. My bra.
It's the thinger, not the thong,
Oh, man. I want to thank you because The Rock, new album, it features revisited, remixed, remastered versions of your best rock songs. I was listening to it last night while I was doing my taxes. Thank you for keeping me sane.
I'm not sure. I've only recommended doing housework with headphones or, driving. I never thought of taxes.
Oh, neither did I. That's why I was doing it at the last second.
Yeah, I got mine. It's more like an area code number. We apparently had a good year last year, thank God.
Oh man, well that's good.
But not a fun time. But yeah, it's just with respect, Marci. It's not like what I would say the best, but it's some of my personal favorite rock songs that I enjoy repeated listenings to. And after 5 decades doing this, if I can re-listen to works of mine, it's Willy Wonka's Golden Ticket.
The fan favorites for sure. Is there a favorite remixed song on that album that you like?
They're all some of them you won't have heard. My relationship with Geffen was souring after Coverdale Page.
Yeah.
So it was a situation of I didn't want to give them an album that did very well in the rest of the world called Restless Heart. So we've got a box set of that coming out next year. year sometime, summer.
Excellent.
But I spoke to Warner's and Rhino and said, we can't keep hitting the fans with box sets, particularly now in a compromised financial time.
Yeah, yep.
So I said, let's give them some really big bang for the buck and do 3 taster albums, a taste of things to come, samplers, as it were.
Right, yeah,
this
yeah.
is an example of what's coming down. There's I think Restless Heart, Anything You Want, Can't Stop Now, Crying. These are songs that I think a lot of our American fans won't have heard. And the guy I mixed the Flesh and Blood album with last year, we had such fun. He brought such a cool identity. And basically, we finished like 2 weeks earlier than I thought we would. So I said, would you like to remix Slide It In with me?
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of fulfilling an ambition I've had for many, many years. And so all the catalog that I personally own, that's all going to be revisited, remixed, and remastered.
Nice. Flesh and Blood, Shut Up and Kiss Me. It was really great. One of my faves, David, Starkers in Tokyo. Is one you don't even understand what I had to do to get my hands on that album because
Oh, did you open Marci's Playground?
yes I did. Well, I tell you what, and I was on a mission, and at the time I think I paid who knows what because I needed it's an import. Yeah.
It's it was crazy. It was just a small project for a relationship we'd started with EMI Toshiba. In Japan, and it was supposed to be like a standalone, but it went so well, and they were exporting it, bootlegs of it all the time. But you can find it now, Marci, quite reasonably in the unzipped box set.
Okay.
Unzipped.
Excellent.
Thank you for the plug.
Anytime. And when you listen to that...
Jukebox, it's fucking top, though, 8 bells and all that.
No, I'm telling you, when you listen to that album, clothes just kind of fly off. It's really weird.
Well, it's I don't exactly take mine off, but it's great for working out and driving to. And playing loud, of course.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in if it's too loud, you're too old.
Oh, hell yeah.
So if my wife gets in the car, it comes down 50%.
Oh, you're in trouble.
And then Drake's on or something,
Right. So The Rock is the first of 3 new collections. Each have a different theme.
Yeah, it's a Red, White, and Blues trilogy. They're taster albums. I know you're way too young to remember this. Some of your listeners may remember back in the late 60s after the amazing festival, Monterey. There were all of these astonishing new bands, Marci, and Clive Davis, I think, signed most of them. Really, the companies had no idea what to do with them. And some bright spark said, well, why don't we do a good-priced compilation album called Rock Machine Loves You and put all these artists on and see what sticks.
Right.
And I got Taj Mahal, I got Moby Grape, I just got bands after bands, Janis Joplin.
Yeah, nice.
That I'd never had access to before, and pretty much bought every album of every artist that was on those taster albums, and I've never forgotten that. And thankfully, Rhino were down with the idea of these 3 teaser albums, which basically are a taste of things to come.
Yeah.
The first one, as you say, is the representative of the white is the Rock album. October, we have Whitesnake Love Songs, which is definitely a hot bubble bath and
100%.
with your clothes off, Marci.
Right, of course. Yeah.
Although I know you'd be tempted. It's the old Levi's ploy of shrinking the jeans to form fit, I think. And then we have Whitesnake, the blues album, which is all the blues rock epics that I've done. Crying in the Rain, Slow and Easy, those kind of things.
So the song Always the Same. Now, this is, I like that you included this one. I'm going to play that in a minute, actually. You recorded that last year. It's included on the Rock album, previously unreleased. What a great song for the time right now.
Thank you. Well, the blessing is that I get to feature my current band of brothers on this retrospective. Whom I adore and truly miss. We're in touch pretty much daily. Reb is in Pittsburgh, Joel's New York, Michael Devin is in Los Angeles, Tommy Aldridge in Santa Barbara, and I'm in Reno by the sea.
Yeah, just everyone's all spread out.
It's supposed to laugh, Marci. We're nowhere near the thing.
I'm sorry. I was actually, what popped into my head when you were talking about that, I was wondering if you were cruising around in the Jaguar.
The Jag's in a showroom, to be honest, on blocks. That we took her out of blocks and polished her up for that Shut Up and Kiss Me video, which was just a boatload. No man my age should be allowed to have those kind of moments of excitement with his clothes on. You know. And that was the same. My God, that was the same jacket.
That's a great video, and obviously a nod to Here I Go Again.
Yeah, and having all those people roll on the car, it wasn't being rude to anybody from the past. It was just a bit of fun.
Of course.
You know, and anybody who took that negatively is making a big mistake, because certainly there was no energy behind that other than just like it's a fun track.
Yeah, it is fun and catchy.
But yeah, always the same. It's kind of resonated very much, as has Here I Go Again. CDC are using that like a drifter. I was born to walk alone.
Yeah,
on some of their safety ads with my absolute blessing.
I've seen them.
And really, for me, I'm sure for you, music, certain songs, little time capsules, are like opening a journal of memories from that time.
Yeah.
But if they're close to you, you can stick them in your pocket to accompany you on this really difficult journey. You're never alone with a Whitesnake album, dog. You know.
Hey, David, you can't say on the radio. Meant to mention that earlier.
Oh, really? Oh my God. How serious that?
Oh God.
I'm sorry, you've got some beeping to do.
Oh, I got some beeping to do.
Oh, I am so sorry. I was just being terrible limey.
Yeah, the thing, I almost didn't notice. That's kind of scary. You just like to mess with me, David.
I'm a mix between Downton Abbey and Peaky Blinders.
Oh, man. I wish you could be here in person in the studio. Yeah.
Oh, me too. We will at the earliest possibility, I swear. I've been taking, my family and I have been taking this extraordinarily seriously. I work with people very closely who have thankfully beaten cancer, but consequently their immune systems are somewhat compromised.
Right.
So they are ominous targets for this terrible virus. And my age doesn't do me any favors. And the fact that I had, apparently, go figure, 3 years ago, knee replacement surgery, which does deplete your immune system ultimately. So
yeah.
Extra pairs of knickers on the face.
Well, I also saw that you need hernia surgery. Have you been able to get that done?
Oh my God! I try to keep it. I try to keep it clean. I look like I have 2 ostrich eggs in my yoga pants. They should be addressed immediately because those ostriches ain't coming out.
Is that a hernia in your pocket, or are you just happy to see
Are
me?
you just pleased to? Yeah, really. I swear to God. You know, I have to use a parachute harness to get frisky. It's just awful.
Well, God bless your wife.
So let me ask you, Marci.
Yes.
Back to the rock out. Well, yeah, seriously, I can't project, and that's like 3/4 of what I do as a singer, without it creaking. And you don't want that in your underpants. But is there any songs on there that you didn't know on the rock album when you were in your taxis? You were pretty familiar with stuff.
I mean, always the same.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge Whitesnake fan. I know my Whitesnake.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Me too. God, we should date. We have that in common.
It's a damn good thing. Yeah. Let's ask your wife.
We'll definitely do dinner. We'll definitely do dinner.
Absolutely. There's something about you, David, that attracts the best guitar players in the world. Looking at this roster of players that you've brought to Whitesnake, it is pretty jaw dropping. What are some of the favorites you've worked with? Can we talk about that, or is that going to hurt feelings?
Well, it's like if you said which is your favorite child, your son or your daughter, I love them equally, and I'm honored to have known them and worked alongside them. Pretty much everyone. The baptism of... I always worked as a kid. My talent apparently was older than I was. So I was working with older musicians. I was picked, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And they were all older, immediate mentors for me. And their talent gave me the foundation, the strength to actually have the balls to call up for a Deep Purple audition.
Yeah.
It's I forgot where we were going, and I just had somebody hand me a note saying that your text is in. Oh, lovely.
What? What?
I don't know where we were going with that. I'm so sorry. I lost it totally.
No, it's okay. Just, some of the favorites you've worked with.
So Ben Blackmore. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Between John Lord, God rest his soul, and Richie Blackmore, I've been quoted as this was for me, it was the universe. It's all about learning. And this was the University of Deep Purple with the two distinguished professors, for God's sake,
Right.
of John Lord on keyboards and Richie Blackmore. And a great deal of the mentoring I received from them, either consciously or unconsciously, I carry with me today on this journey. It's incalculable how valuable it's been for me. And having, lost John and remixing his work recently on Slide It In was a remarkable reconnection with very touching memories.
I can imagine.
Reconnecting with Richie, who I would stand behind his cabinets and hear this just extraordinarily cosmic guitar playing each and every night we performed. And then, I get to work with John Sykes, come on, amazing stuff. The most successful Whitesnake album as ever is the 87 album with John and I collaborating on that. But Steve Vai, the seven-string sorcerer, Tommy Bolin. I mean, pick a name. They're
Right.
all. I mean, even
Amazing.
down to, I work with, my wife and I were talking recently, we haven't heard from a dear friend of ours, worked with David Bowie, Earl Slick.
Nice.
I worked with him. I found out he was a neighbor of mine at Lake Tahoe, and I brought him in to jam on some ideas. I can write my own songs. It's just something I've done for my entire life, but it's kind of lonely. It's always nice to have somebody like in a conversation, but tie it into facing off with two guitars and jamming ideas as opposed to talking. And Slicky was fantastic, organic, beautiful player, would fit marvelously in the Stones, marvelously in Aerosmith if ever they needed anyone. But he was beautiful to David. That was the last communication I got from David Bowie, was thanking me for getting Earl back in shape before he went back on the road.
Amazing.
And that was extraordinarily touching.
Well, that being said, are we going to see Whitesnake and a few bands partnering up, kind of like the stadium tour, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, Joan Jett? They've had to postpone. But are you going to do something like that? Something we can all look forward to for 2021, an epic stadium tour?
Well, yeah, I was hoping to be able to do my farewell tour and my gratitude tour at 69. What better age for the singer of Whitesnake to retire than 69?
That's perfect.
I'm already designing the T-shirts. Really, as long as we have COVIDiots refusing to wear a mask for political reasons or freedom of expression, we're never going to get out there.
You're so right. Yeah, it is frustrating.
We have to work. There's two things, Marci, is what we have to do. The only time I've seen real community in this country that's adopted me, this beautiful United States of America, is after tragedy. 9/11, everybody was just nice to each other and supportive, and you really genuinely felt a sense of community. And for whatever reason, politically, whatever, but the sense of community has been driven apart, and we have to put this jigsaw back together. Otherwise, we will fail as a species.
Yeah.
This is an evil virus that's doing the round.
Yeah, and David, I got this postcard the other day from a listener saying, Marci, stay out of the politics. It's, blah, 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 knock it off. And I'm going, hey, I don't get political, but for some reason, I'm guessing they were talking about me mentioning masks. This person who did not leave their name, I guess they thought it was it's political. It's not political.
Well, the sad thing is, the very sad thing is the dialogue has been compromised for decades now politically and created such division. It's so unfair.
Right.
This is not politics.
Nope.
This is health. And once we develop a community in this amazing country and become the beacon of democracy it's supposed to be to shine its light on the rest of the world, then we can start working on global community, global solidarity. This isn't just hitting Americans. This has hit everybody,
Everywhere.
even indigenous tribes in the Amazon, for God's sake.
Yeah.
It's not political. It's health, darling.
Yep, 100%.
You know?
Yes. Well, I look forward to you coming. I mean, I could talk to you all day long. We could just blow off the show or my music, and we'll just talk. But
we go to Marci's playground, and then we can go to Manland. We can go to Manland as well.
we'll do that as soon as you can get here.
All right, Marci, please send my love to Jonesy. Huge love.
I will.
Super connection with him. What an absolute treat to have this time with you. And I hope we do get to do dinner next time we're in Los Angeles. And God willing, that'll be soon.
Absolutely. Yes, I hope it's sooner than later.
Well, you stay safe, my love. To you and your listeners, stay safe and well. God bless, baby.
You too. Thanks so much. Talk soon.
Bye, love.